If you've got a Minn Kota Ultrex, Fortrex, or Maxxum trolling motor, I've got a quick tip for you. If you're having an issue with your motor staying on when you step on the momentary button, or if it's doing the opposite and you got to stomp on it to make contact, this might fix your problem. On your foot pedal, there's a little reed switch underneath the momentary button. This little reed switch sits inside of a plastic clip and makes contact with a magnet inside of the momentary button when you push it down. When this magnet makes contact with the reed switch, it sends a signal to the control board that tells the prop to spin. If this reed switch is seated too high, it will constantly make contact and your motor won't shut off. If it's seated too low, you'll have to push it a lot harder to make contact. To adjust the reed switch, you'll just need a small screwdriver or Allen wrench. First thing you're going to do is remove the momentary button. The tip of the reed switch should be positioned flush or slightly above the recessed area of the reed switch clip. If you need to lower the switch, you're going to push down on it from the top until it's seated properly. If you need to raise it to make better contact, on the clip there is a little slot that you can slide a little screwdriver or Allen wrench in to push the reed switch up a little. Be careful when you're sliding it up not to pinch the two little wires that are on the bottom of the switch. The reed switch should be pretty snug inside of the clip, so if it slides up and down too easily, you may need to replace the clip. Once the adjustment is made, you can go ahead and test the connection. Make sure that the magnet is still seated properly inside of the momentary button before reinstalling. If the prop still won't spin after the adjustment's been made, the reed switch may need to be replaced. To replace the reed switch, you'll just need a small screwdriver, an Allen wrench, a pair of pliers, and a pair of wire cutters. First thing you're going to want to do is shut off power to your motor. Next, you can remove the momentary button by pressing the clip on the side of it in and pulling up. Once that's out of the way, you can remove the reed switch clip from the pedal by pushing up on it from the bottom while prying up on the lip with a small flathead. Once it's out, you can push the reed switch out and slide the wires through the slot. Next, you can cut the old reed switch wires, leaving plenty of extra wire to reinstall the new reed switch. Next, you can slide one wire from the reed switch and one wire from the control board into one of the provided connectors. Once both wires are all the way in, you can crimp the connection with a pair of pliers. And now you can do the same for the remaining two wires. After you do this, you can slide the reed switch back up through the hole in the foot pedal. And now you can slide the wires back through the slot in the clip. Once the wires are in the slot, you can push the reed switch 3/4 of the way down into the clip and snap it back into place. The tip of the reed switch should be positioned flush or slightly above the recessed area of the reed switch clip. Make sure not to pull on the wires or you might damage the switch. Now you can reinstall the momentary button and spring back on the foot pedal. Make sure to check inside the pedal to make sure the wires aren't getting hung up on anything when steering the motor. Once you do this, you are ready to power the motor back up and test. If you guys need to pick one of these up, we'll have a link in the description below. I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep trolling.